I just love how everybody has their own voice, very specifically unique. Another gentleman who pares it down, but this is the one who throws me, because he starts with a bucolic view, and then all of a sudden he just twists it into a fundamental truth that you just cannot shake. I also love this gentleman's work. Walter Worden, where is you, boy?
Thank you, Hayden. Thank you all. I'm going to start off with a nod to the season and give you 3 poems about spring, and then one that's a little bit more sober. This is the marketing of spring. The world is shadows and occasional green-gray patches of bleak promises on this wet mid-March morning. Spring churns indecisively somewhere beyond sight, unable to manage a proper advent, only having offered enticing days here and there to keep us wishing. Today the bud-laden branches hang limp as if each has already surrendered to the stalled season. The lawn is mainly crabgrass and dandelions that always seem to survive the worst of predictions. Neighbors are taking their early walks in the thin mist up to the golf course, where groundskeepers have already laid out spring brightly on the greens to entice anxious, winter-weary players. Commerce can never be patient. Pruning the forsythia. This morning, after pruning the forsythia, I heard my mother's voice come back to me through the veiled decades, declaring that it looked so neat, like a man with a fresh haircut. She used to say that about a well-mowed lawn. My father and I began to take turns cutting the grass when I was old enough, but soon the task fell to me when his allergies attacked. Today I am plagued by pollen, but time has made the task my own now. The forsythia, with its small explosions of yellow blooms, is cut back where it runs along the neighbor's lawn. It's a natural fence that implies no offense, and my neighbor and I get along. When my mother was alone but ill, my neighbor often did the job when I could not. The hedge of forsythia was small then, and neat. Lawn mowing. Mowing the lawn this morning, I stopped to look in the freshly cut grass for anything the blades might have turned up. A treasure of some sort not seen before, a toy left by a neighbor's child, or something brought overnight by some beast or bird, or borne upon a wind from another country. Nothing, however, rested in that patch of ravished grass. Neither snail nor snake. Nothing to take me beyond the job of making my lawn immaculate. And so I went back to mowing, keeping carefully to the patterned paths, the machine eating the tall green blades to a diminishing square, until soon the yard was finished, leaving me with an odd sense of loss I felt I was not entitled to, causing me to feel too briefly like a boy again who finds by accident the truth of magic, but still remaining in wonder of what might lie in the grass. And this is a newer poem, Soldiers Playing Cards. The nonchalance they bring to their play is overpowering to one such as I, seeing it from safe distance. The way they laugh and lay down their cards, as if it is their only activity here, couched in the heavy desert heat, where even the deepest scrap of shade has no mercy. And being lost in the game, they are oblivious to any hint of threat, their pledged purpose seemingly to be confined to the strategy of each hand, rather than that of the real game, where winner like loser takes nothing, where the challenge can prove to be the biggest bet of all, where too often prayers fall short of squeezing into the chinks and fissures of solid fear, which the game supplants, when concern for death is left for another day, another hour, even as the noise of the distant hell travels the hot wind across dry expanse of desert. In all volumes of detonations that steer away no interest of soldiers playing cards to pass the time, time being the part of the pot no one can afford to lose. Thank you.